started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense changing the play. Back to throw. It's back. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense. And
you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's back. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Horton. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught over the middle, it's Horton. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Shakes off the defender. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. Down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. On the ready. Hey. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Swings it out to the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Caught in the backfield, it's Fletcher. Oh, he's got some space. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands. It's Fletcher. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Beck. Working that left side now. There he goes. Russell out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off play action on 1st down. Right on the money. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap it up here in the 1st half. Stay tuned. 2nd half not too far away. The Hurricanes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Not much went right in the 1st half, hoping for better things as they start this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, you've got to put that 1st half behind us. This offense has proven they're better than 3 points in a 1st half. Now, put this drive together, build some...
That's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following up for a massive fumble recovery.
Great place to start for this offense. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did their throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, It didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on a screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Williams. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Got some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Miller. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He wants to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half defending a deep ball.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. nothing short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized.
Okay. 3:25.
To the air, it's back. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's Fletcher. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Give to the running back. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. On the run, fires downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Finds a man in the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
And the Canes will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. How we got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's back. He's got it. Shows him the stiff arm. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football. They play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
29 Philly.
The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Back to pass, it's back. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Under fire. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Fires to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. One big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Here comes that Alabama offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
Second down coming up. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ball game. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play, because that was a critical turnover.
Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pressure coming. He's got it wrapped up.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. And you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven. And they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Got out of trouble and throws. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Power football with the run. Powers through the defender. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
Washed up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. Oh, the sweet feet. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Got it behind the line. It's Branch. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Tight end now in motion. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on third down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time. If you're on offense, what do you do here on fourth?
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity, and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Grimes. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, it's Bailey. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Connection to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
The play action fake. Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass was incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. Return, the sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Slips through the line.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that. Head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Bailey. Snagged in the middle, it's Daniels. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Getting up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Took just one play and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Looking to throw on first down. Looking deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Complete in the middle. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Stockton. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Safe completion on the screen. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan, because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Touchdown, Georgia! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Grimes. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Floats it out in space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Gets the back moving. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Frazier. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. Smashes through the tackle. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Follow the block.
I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Release to the back. Got a man, it's Smothers. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Extending the play. Looking down the middle. Finds his man. It's Smothers. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Just keeps swinging it. Looking to buy time. It's complete. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, NC State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Tight ends can be the quarterback's best friend down in this area of the field. When the windows get smaller, you need bigger targets. No better option than the big tight end. On to attempt the try.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. An 84-yard drive there, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Fights off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football.
They'll make the stop, and not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the
offenses late in the football game when the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
All right, offense, it's your turn. We got to get something together here. You got to get 2 scores, so they got to work fast. Defense, we just did our job. We just got you the ball back. I know there's still a long way to go, but got to make something happen really quickly.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. You got to give him room and let him catch the football, and if he's called for the fair catch, you just have to stay back. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Going with the counter play here. Thrust that arm out. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job